5 days. Cannon? Where are they fighting? Are they just testing out the weapons to make sure everything's in order? And I guess we're gonna use this place as our base now. More room for all our giant robots.
Despite being a new model of ship, the system you see here largely emulates that of the previous Courageous. Our operations manual only covers the bare minimum. Should you find anything lacking, you'll have to figure it out as you go.
Understood. I'll make sure to pass it on to everyone else.
In total, it spans a length of 92 Arch, a considerable step up from the previous 74 Arch class. However, because the ship is so much bigger, you'll need to carefully watch the speed and engine output.
Ha! So she's a wild one, eh? Sounds to me like this girl's gonna need a bit more taming than the last one.
This terminal should give you complete command over all the ship's facilities and fire control systems. It comes equipped with anti-hacking measures, specially developed by Professors Albert and Erica Russell themselves.
You mean Mom and Grandpa made it? We should have no problems then.
Incredible. Every inch of equipment on this ship is state-of-the-art.
And that computer's one of the Epstein Foundation's next-generation models. Weren't they only just developed?
That's right. And its hull has the latest innovations in hydrodynamic engineering, courtesy of the Ruhr Institute of Technology. Plus, it seems to be outfitted with ZCF's newest next-gen Orbital engine, too.
It only gets more and more unbelievable every time I hear it. Just how did you manage to construct a cutting-edge ship like this abroad in total secrecy, without anyone finding out?
As I stated earlier, there are a great deal of individuals who helped me make this happen. Such as Mr. Gwyn here, for instance.
The story here goes all the way back to right after the Civil War. Considering the way it ended, His Highness decided to approach me for some advice. He had me prepare this ship for him, all in anticipation of the day when the Crimson Wings would be torn from the sky.
So that's why.
Huh. I do remember His Highness mentioning something about you being his advisor.
Still, for the construction site to be located on the Kingdom of Liberals, Valeria Lakeshore. On top of an old Ouroboros secret base to boot. Talk about a plot twist. You're referring to the research facility that the Faceless constructed during the incident in Liberal. I heard that after the dust settled, it was handed over to ZCF to manage. It does seem like Grandpa and the others used it for some kind of research. So not just Gwyn, Professor Schmidt pitched in, but Professor Russell and Her Majesty Alicia too. Whereas Cassius and the Crown Princess were none the wiser. If you want to fool your enemies, you gotta fool your friends first, huh? Classic. As for funding, in addition to His Highness Olivert, Gwyn and His Majesty Eugen also contributed from their personal holdings. Perhaps the most unexpected benefactors were Father and Marcus Ragnar. Indeed, quite a cunning play by those two. Imagine that keeping this from the Albareas was all in the name of avoiding the Eye of the Intelligence Division. Yes, the same with the Cayennes, I'm sure. And so your new set of wings were completed, independently of both the government and the Viceland army. When I said we were preparing for our original wings to be torn away, I only expected they'd be commandeered by the government. To be perfectly frank, the thought that they would be physically torn apart never even crossed my mind, huh? This isn't a laughing matter for the record. Indeed, just being alive is reason enough to give thanks to Eidos. Even at the cost of a left eye. Your Highness. I hate to ask, but what's the prognosis? Yeah, full recovery doesn't seem to be in the cards, unfortunately. But as a musician, I'm just grateful that my hands and ears made it through in one piece. I suppose I have them to thank for that, eh? So you owe your life to George's inner turmoil and the whims of that phantom thief, huh? You have an unbreakable spirit, Your Highness. Don't sell yourself short.
This is...
I underestimated them. Shara, I'm sorry.
Sorry, Ein. Looks like I messed up.
Goddess, please protect my daughter.
You have 15 seconds until the hull collapses. So before then, I will offer you one final wager. A gravitational barrier will appear on the bridge for exactly 24 seconds. Let's see if you can come back from this.
Ah! Eidos, help us! You gotta stay calm.
Get down and brace for impact!
Over there!
Damn! The gravitational barrier!
It's not gonna hold.
Don't give up just yet!
Was I a moment too late? Nay, surely a flicker of hope yet remains. Can you still be plucked from the jaws of Gehenna? Show me just how far that luck of yours will take you, my dearest rival.
I still can't believe that our friend the Phantom Thief saved you from all the wreckage. I guess his parlor tricks are good for something, if that's what he used to spirit everyone away in one piece. No wonder they couldn't find so much as a single body. On top of that, he healed His Highness, the crew, and even the Viscount's grave wounds, didn't he? That's right, I was injured too, but somehow I made out relatively unscathed. When the Viscount jumped in to block the hole in the barrier, I couldn't even use my arts to help him. Never felt so worthless in my entire life. I'm sorry, Laura. I dropped the ball when it mattered most. Like I told you, Tobo, you have nothing to apologize for. I'm just relieved you made it out alive. I'm sure my father shares my sentiment. Well, if you say so. I admit I thought Viscount Arcade more or less invincible. I was stunned, speechless to see him in that state. But for him, losing his left arm means he'll just swing twice as hard with his right. Power is but an extension of oneself, and what is a sword if not power-rotten steel? But ultimately, it's not the might of one's blade, but will and strength with spirit that decide the battle. The words of his lordship from the Infernal Castle 2 years ago. So ridiculously cool. Okay, Edgelord. Given who we're talking about, I expect he'll only emerge stronger from the experience. If that's the case, this could well become the most difficult trial we've faced yet. And I'm inclined to agree. It'd be prudent for us to account for every contingency. There's also the promise we made with Lloyd, Estelle, and the others. True that. We can't let him best us. But what exactly is Rose up to? Sorry about my grandmother, she has a way of being evasive. I definitely was a little surprised by how sudden that all was. If it involves a rivalry, so the only thing to do is go and check it out, right? Previous evening. After Rean and the others had boarded a Courageous 2 and been shown around, they began discussing the next steps they should take, considering the war would begin less than a week. In the middle of their conversation, however, they received a call from a rather unexpected party.
For those of you who have not yet had the honor, my name is Roselia Milstein. I am the elder of Erebonia's Hexen clan. Emma and Vita are my disciples in the magical arts. It is a pleasure to finally meet you, Prince Olivert, as well as the storied children of Crossbell and Liberl.
How do you do? Until this moment, I've only heard of you through rumor and legend. I've heard that you watched over the laying of Erebonia's foundation by Arnor I. Is that really true? Well, actually, that was my predecessor. It was Emperor Hector and Prince Strykos who I was best acquainted with 800 years ago. I cannot say the family resemblance is all that strong in you, but you definitely have a familiar fire in your heart. It's quite an honor to hear you say so. I've heard about Roselia from Rean. 800 years old. Even seeing it with my own eyes, I can't quite believe it. I've heard a few things about those of you back there as well. Glowing tales from Ragnar and Zeit both. Wait, what? Ragnar? For real? We haven't seen Zeit since. We spoke shortly before they vanished. Even I have no idea of their whereabouts now, however. That's a shame. From the sound of it, Cassius doesn't know either. Ragnar the Ancient Dragon and Zeit the Divine Wolf. Two of the beasts entrusted with overseeing the Septarians.
Indeed. Beings sent forth by Eidos, much like the holy beast of Earth. Thomas Lysander, Second Dominion of the Gralsritter. Estelle, Lloyd, I've heard many a rumor about your respective endeavors. As for you, Your Highness, I don't think we've had the chance to talk since you were last at the main campus.
And to think that you, a history teacher or a Dominion of the Gralsritter. I must say, I was quite frustrated that I was unable to see what was really going on despite my ties to Kevin. I see, so I guess that means you heard about us from Kevin's and Ree's. And it sounds like you learned about us from Wazi, right? Right, we're having all of them operate outside of Erebonia at the present. They're out there resisting Ouroboros and their allies working towards the Great Twilight in secret. The 1st, 4th, 5th, and 6th Anguis. Seems the enforcers who haven't come to Erebonia are also all out on operations. Looks like the intelligence division's been active in other countries too. They're making some pretty serious moves. The Red Constellation's main regiment and the War God too. So Uncle Sigmund and his family on the move. Yes, Arios and Rishi are responding to their actions. It's the same with Noel, Chief, Sergei, and Dudley, isn't it? I hope they're all okay. To be honest, things are looking fairly grim. So much so that the Papal Guard has begun to act on its own and is cooperating with Operation Mil Mirage. I suspected as much. Now is truly not the time for them to be going off on their own like this. Even during the Night Touch affair 200 years ago, the Papal Guard managed to make a nuisance of themselves. For the time being, though, let's focus on the main issue at hand, the rivalry of the Seven. I've been closely monitoring the disturbance in the Spirit Veins, and there seems to have been a surprising development. As soon as the commencement date for Operation Jormungand and Mil Mirage was announced, activity in the Spirit Veins reached a fevered peak. Though the reason why it's still unclear, it seems the announcement itself is connected to the spread of the disturbance. What? What? You mean the Spirit Veins reacted to today's events? The boss moving out might be related too. Yes, as well as my father, the Steel Maiden, and the others. This probably involves Mother and Sharon as too. And Maria Bell, she seems to be working with the RF somehow. Maybe they made some kind of machine to take control of the Spirit Veins. There are likely many causes, but we now have a different grave situation on our hands. Meanwhile, Spirit Veins across the entire continent have begun activating. It's no longer limited to the Empire. Wait, what the hell? The disturbance was initially a gradual ripple outward from the Empire, but seems to be matching the coming war in its scope. Right, that's the Great Twilight at work. They need it in full swing for the rivalries to even be possible. I imagine even now they're preparing for the ultimate reformation of the Great One. If only there was something we could do.
The solution is simple. Use this ship to whatever end you see fit. The rivalry of the Seven appears to be the true objective behind this plan of the Chancellor and the Gnomes. That much we can safely assume. And yet,
It is this very same objective that may be our sole hope in preventing the disaster to come.
You for real here? It's true that ever since this curse was unleashed, it's felt as though everything's being guided by some unseen force. With that in mind, it'd be near impossible to try and prevent the war altogether.
That's probably why Dad and Chloe opted for Operation Meal Mirage instead. But while we're on it, what exactly is this curse anyway?
We know full well the sort of strife a Septarian can cause. We saw so ourselves during the incident in Liberl a few years back. There, we had to come face to face with the same issues our ancestors contended with 1,200 years ago.
It was the same for us. We fought back against a centuries-long plan to artificially recreate a Septarian, one that had been lost due to mankind's own hubris.
Yeah, I almost made a really big mistake back then. But then Lloyd and the others came and made everything all right again.
In Liberl, a ring that could grant any heart's desire, and in Crossbell, a tree that could rewrite destiny itself. Each one a blessing, yet each one a curse. But in spite of that, Estelle, Lloyd, and everyone else faced them head on. They didn't lose heart even once.
Therefore, discovering the truth is your responsibility now. It's not something Estelle, or Lloyd, or even the rest of us can accomplish. Only you, Class 7 of Thor's military academy.
The Empire's facing threats both on its surface and behind the scenes. You're no strangers to kicking tail on either of those fronts. I can't think of a more tenacious bunch out there. The way I see it, you guys are the only ones who can do this.
It's up to us then.
Naturally, the Courageous 2 has its own missions to see to. We must travel around the country helping people and gathering allies. Even so, I have no doubt that we can still serve as your wings of passage. More so with the Merkaba out of commission. After all, the difference in size should be more than enough to fit, say, 2 Divine Knights and 4 Panzer Soldats?
Olivert.
You've put so much thought into this. We appreciate it.
Then Thor's Military Academy's Class 7 would be honored to take you up on that offer, Your Highness. We'll do everything we can to assist you in your efforts as fellow members of the Radiant Wings.
We'll help too. It's only fair after all you've done for the branch campus students.
If you ever need someone to make that ship purr, I'm your gal.
Fabulous! Delighted to have you. You see, we've been rather lacking in the crew department.
Well, I sure as hell ain't sitting this one out. What kind of instructor would I be otherwise?
Count me in too. I mean, we're finally all back together again.
Like we said, we're gonna be off doing our own thing, but we'll still be helping out.
Same with us. We'll be catching a ride on the Bobcat too after we're done here.
Now that you mention it, you did both say you'd be working separately.
Yeah, the plan is to cover Eastern Erebonia, North Ambria, and Jirai.
You mentioned getting in touch with HQ in Lamad. Guess that means you guys are heading out too, huh, Shara?
We are, though we won't be leaving the ship until tomorrow.
Sarah, Fee, you guys got things covered here, yeah?
Of course. When have we ever let you down?
Call us if you need anything, okay?
I guess this is goodbye for now then, huh?
Yeah, we've got some stuff to take care of back in Crossbell.
Don't worry. We'll be seeing each other again before you know it. In the meantime, let's give this our all.
Yeah! We got this, Yuna!
Right!
Seems like we'll be able to divide things up by region then. You should be able to just leave everything with the Merkaba Unit 8 up to Rosine, Gaius. I'll be arranging for its repairs at a nearby location. I really am in your debt, Thomas. You too, Rosine, thank you. No worries, please look after everyone. It will not be easy, but our shred of hope has come into view. The time has come for me to undergo my final undertaking. Grandmother, what do you mean final undertaking? Listen well, children of Class 7. As noted, the spirit beings throughout the land are activating, and they're disordered, as they've never been before. The same can be said for the shrines, the stage for the rivalries. This includes the Luna Shrine, the only shrine we witches have overseen since ancient times. The Luna Shrine? Isn't that close to Milsante? Yes, it is the location of the reflecting pool, and generations after generation of wandering witches have watched over it. This pool reflects the genuine truth, and is believed to be connected to the origin of the Black Records. I didn't expect to hear those mentioned here. Yes, I myself was just told about it the other day. Suggest anyone interested in the real truth behind the curse to come. I swear in my true name I shall provide the answers to your doubts, rest assured. To do so, however, I will require Class 7 to undergo a trial of sorts. You'll need to come along as well, Celine. Oh, and fair warning, your human form will be required for this. Huh? Grandmother? We thought the Luna Shrine was a dead end, but there was more to it after all. This will be a trial for the entirety of Class 7, a reminder of our adventures in the old schoolhouse 2 years ago. Ah, you mean where everyone first met Valimar? Yeah, and then that crazy go-nuts corridor appeared at the end. Reverie Corridor. Knowing what we know now, I think that place is yet another sort of shrine. I don't know what my grandmother's intentions are, but we should prepare ourselves for anything. For crying out loud, I'm not even part of Class 7. Just admit already, Celine. You're one of us whether you like it or not. This will be the first time we've seen your human form since the Black Workshop, huh? The gaze upon Celine's lovely figure in the reflecting pool in the same day. What fortuitous timing. Once everyone's done their little tour around the Courageous 2, we can head for Lake Gala. It would probably be wise to land out in the water to put a little distance between ourselves and Milsante. Learning to switch between the silent navigation and optical camouflage modes is going to be critical here. Understood. Things are starting to heat up. Next, our plan is to head ashore, with each group making their approach from the target locations. Fortunately, Estelle, Lloyd, and the others are already a step ahead of us gathering intel. I'm sure they'll have hit on something useful by the time you get out. We'll be expecting good news, guys, but seriously though, take care of yourselves out there. Right, that goes for you too. It means so much to know you've got our backs. Class 7, it's time to make sure your preparations are set. We'll need every pair of hands we can get around the ship, so those of you in a position to pitch in, please do so. Absolutely, Instructor Lag. Makes sense. Even with everyone from the ranch campus here, this is a pretty huge ship. Right, it's probably best to make one more round just to be sure. Act 3, Seekers of the Dawn. Courageous 2 is a newly constructed ship, but something about it feels nostalgic. Maybe I'll do one final sweep around the floor myself prior to departure. Alright, I need to find everyone going ashore and wish them luck again. Each floor has an elevator you can use to move to other floors. You can select floors that you have previously visited through the quick travel menu. Computer room for requests, training room... Wait, does that mean we have to fight those combat shells again? Stores, weapons, limited items, curios, exchange, cafeteria, medical office, orbital factory, and hangar. It's a lot of entries. Everyone somehow got scanned. Nothing on the computer for the moment. Instructor Rean, I hardly noticed you there. This ship is kind of okay, really. You're dead brilliant, don't you think? I don't think I felt this exhilarated since the first time I rode the Durflinger. You know my heart belongs to the railways, but face of a machine this beautiful, even I could be tempted to stray. I know what you mean, Pablo. I'm still having trouble taking it all in myself. I take it you three are running the bridge? We're at least trying to fill in where we can. We're sort of learning on the fly. Luis, Tatiana, and I will be heading up comms and observation. On the engineering side, we've got me and Tita, and Maya and Sydney's manning the guns, with other combat tactics folk chipping in to help. Me, though, I'll be holed up in the workshop most of the time. As for me, I'll be helping Miss Mint out with anything she needs. Sounds like you're all putting what you learned in your field exercises to practical use. I'm really proud of you, all of you. So, Angelica, what do you think? In a word, incredible. This is top-of-the-line next-generation stuff. I've never piloted anything this responsive. And equipped with stealth-capabilities on top of that. It's perfect. I don't know if we can ever thank Prince Olivert enough. Well, we can always repay his kindness by making full use of this ship. And stocking up it full of cuties like Toa and Tita is a good start. And once we get them into the BAPS, things are going to be even better. It's like a dream come true. So you want us to thank Prince Olivert by enabling you? Talking to you won't continue the story, will it? Olivert, Sherazard, I know I'm repeating myself, but I'm so glad you're both okay. Both of you are here, together. Nothing could make me happier right now. Thanks, Alpin. I know I put you through hell. I'm sorry I haven't been in touch. Honestly, Your Highness, I should have informed you before anyone. That was my failing. Forgive me. No, don't be silly. With that wound, my brother wasn't going anywhere for a while, right? Thank you so much for helping with his recovery. Your Highness, you honor me with your magnanimity, truly. I have to say, though, getting Shara to feed me is definitely a memory I'll treasure forever. Although she did give me one legendary purple Nurple when I suggested she ditch the spoon and use her mouth instead. Goodness. So help me, Adios. Olivia, you're about 3 seconds away from finding out what life is like with 0 eyes. I wouldn't have guessed it, but those two are much more intimate than I expected. Well, look who it is. Why hello there, Rean. Looks like you're already finding your way around this place. Yeah, it really is an incredible ship. This isn't the first time we've met, but I'd like to reintroduce myself nonetheless. I'm Rean Schwarzer. Good to meet you, Sherazard. The pleasure is all mine. I've been hearing a lot about you. It sounds like you've been to Gehenna and back more times than one, and you're not done yet, it would seem. Adversity seems to be the order of the day for those who call Erebonia home, but at the very least it's made us a tough people. And no matter where we're from, I'm glad to be allies just the same, with Estelle, Agate, and now you. You bet, I've got your back. We've been preparing for the worst for a long time now. And just between you and me, as the Silver Streak, I really don't want to be outdone by the Purple Lightning. Ah. Come and think of it, you've been pretty focused on that for a while now, haven't you? Well, yeah. Despite us being the same age, she was the youngest bracer ever to reach A rank when she did. She's always had a reputation as a force to be reckoned with. Even Cassius relied on her. It did make me a little jealous, I have to say. You're both so fantastic, though. I really admire you, Shara. You know, even though Sarah was my former instructor, we have a close relationship as friends now. I can believe it. Once I came to Erebonia and the two of us actually met, we immediately hit it off. We both like drinking, and our overall situations are fairly similar too in some ways. Your interests in those of the masculine persuasion couldn't be any more different, though. Oh, that's right. She's got a thing for silver foxes, eh? Though I hear the winds of change are starting to blow across that particular plane. Wait, I don't recall telling you about any of this. Sherazard is gorgeous, but she has a really cute side too. Don't worry, you two. I'll sort this out like a proper sister should. Or maybe it's best to just leave it to them. They're adults after all. Huh? A green note? Do you have some kind of quest? Oh, what's that? I see that curious glint in your eye. This here is our true trump card. It's what makes ultra-long distance communications with the Arcus 2 possible. It's an artifact known as the Sonorous Seashell. Mr. Debaucherous Prince snuck it in. Wow, incredible. It's a delightful little device I discovered in some ruin on a visit with the Bracer Guild. That was about, 10 years ago now. It facilitates long-distance communications in a snap, and is even able to bypass orbital comm restrictions of all shapes and sizes. It's currently in use as a repeater router for Tovol's suggestion. It's also linked to your Arcuses via the Round of 7 app the Foundation made for me. Its capabilities are almost mind-boggling. And if the ship control tower is set up with this, then we'd have flawless connections with everyone involved in the Radiant Wings. As someone who will be helping with operations, I have to say I find it hard to believe its capabilities are even possible. Yeah, I've been playing this ever since the FC. I'm with you there. I guess artifacts don't need to be deadly to be powerful. Speaking of that, correct me if I'm wrong, but I thought the Septian Church collected all artifacts that are still functional. About that, after a bit of discussion of the Gralsritter, we managed to come to an agreement of sorts. Our possession and usage has received tacit approval, on the condition we abide by a number of itty-bitty rules. Oh, Olivert. So fortunate we are that a man of his eloquence and skill walks upon this earth. Sigh. At any rate, it seems like Cedric is drifting further and further astray. I'm starting to fear that maybe we really can't go back to how things were. Your Highness. Come on, that can't be true.
I'm just as glad as you to see him alive again. But feelings such as that are only for the weak. We're ending this world and creating a new order in its place. And in undertaking this great leaves me no room for weakness.
Those words will prove that he's pushing himself too far. His infatuation of Chancellor Osborne is pretty clear. But I honestly doubt his resolve as one of the Ironbloods is really so firm. Or as a Divine Knight Awakener, for that matter. I'm inclined to agree. Oh, Olivert, you silly fool. All we can ever do as people is work with the opportunities in front of us and never give up hope. Besides, I still need to meet him properly, just as I did the princess. He is royalty, after all. If it's a family meet and greet you're after, Shara, you need only ask. Oh yes, there's mother, father too, and father too if he's recovered. Let's take it down now, shall we? Will we really be able to redeem him? Well, if it's because of the curse, maybe. As long as we take out the curse, maybe he'll go back to normal, huh? Oh, Instructor Rean. Rean, taking a tour of the ship? It's been some time, hasn't it? About 2 years already, if I'm not mistaken. Then again, we don't really see the curse aura around him that much, so maybe he's not actually under the influence of the curse. Right, I think the last time we saw each other was that board of directors meeting at the main campus. I was sorry to hear about what happened to the 7th Division, but I'm glad to see you're safe. Yes, no doubt thanks to the guidance of Eidos. I admit it was difficult to watch the 7th get disbanded, but it ended up working to my advantage. Next to that, I was able to slip away and rendezvous with the others in time to help with the creation of the Courageous 2. You can never really tell just where life's current will sweep you next, huh? That aside, have you not been able to contact Father and the others either? I'm going to be contacting him and Aurier in a short while. Before I do, though, I'd like to get in touch with Uncle Zex and Nightheart. I see, no doubt they're struggling with their positions, General Craig included. So I've heard, but they're still Imperial soldiers, that hasn't changed. Once Operation Jormungand begins, they'll most likely be deployed as the main force in the rear guard. And if they are, even Operation Mil Mirage is sure to face stern opposition. Right, if Uncle Zek's stratagems are combined with General Craig's unmatched power. And even the valorous Le Guin tactical genius Cassius could be outmatched, yeah. The conflict might already be impossible to stop in any official capacity, but I'll do what I can behind the scenes. If you could somehow buy us some time on an official front, you'd have my deepest gratitude, Lieutenant Colonel. Instructor. But of course. That reminds me, I'm many months late in saying so, but I wanted to thank you for mentoring my brother. I look to ask you to continue providing him with guidance, so that he may one day grow into a strong, independent man. Hey, Mueller. In my book, Kurt's already there. But I hear you. As an instructor, it's my responsibility to continue leading him as best as I can. I'm in your debt, Rean. Or perhaps I'll go find a suitable hole to crawl in and die of embarrassment now. Chess set. That's the elevator. Guess I'll just go one floor at a time. Training sector. Do I have to farm those guys for U materials? I feel like it'd be easier to just farm stronger the Bryonia Island monsters for U mats. So the strategy conference and training room are in this floor. The third floor contains a conference room as well as the training recreation areas, the lounge, and the bathing facilities. The training room cannot be used yet, but it appears to provide a good variety of combat training. People can sometimes meet up in the bathing area, and washing up will restore hit point, EP, and CP. So I get cutscenes for going there. There's a lot on this floor. Oh, Rean. How's it going? Are you guys talking to Major Irving about the handover procedures? Yes, the ship is a new build. There are many things about it we don't understand. That's why I have the manual in hand to read and check as I go. Sounds tough. Keep up the good work. Under normal circumstances, I should also be helping out too, since I'm part of the branch campus faculty and all. Well, we've got a trial from Rose coming up at Lake Gala, don't ya? You can just leave this up to us, then. Just make sure you're prepared, got it? To be honest, I'd like to go too. But it's only members of Class 7 that are allowed to go to, right? It's kind of frustrating, to be honest. Sorry about that, Toa. I'll be sure to head straight to the ship with the trial results. Will you be heading down after handover procedures to meet up with the main campus students, Major Irving? Right, I'm planning on also serving as their backup, at least for the time being. Let's keep in touch then. It'll help us maintain a shared branch campus mindset, so to speak. Of course. Thank you very much. We'll do great. The principal won't know it. So great the principal won't know our hitter. Huh? Red mark. Oh, Schwarzer, I want to speak with you about Major Claire. Right, we only saw an image of her on the Panagrol, just like the Chancellor and the others. Though she's probably carrying out some pretty important tasks in a different area. Yeah, she's likely working to finalize the railway usage plans in preparation for Operation Jormungandr's start, as well as carrying out her duties as part of the Iron Blood. Right. I know her, and I can only imagine how much losing Orion must have hurt her. It's not really my place to say, but please do what you can for her. If things keep on going this way, she won't be able to handle it much longer. Understood. I'm not sure what I can really do, but as one of the people who cares for her, I'll do everything I can. That's all I ask. I'm in your debt, Schwarzer. Hey Jessica, are you sure you don't want to go talk to Angelica? It's fine, she's still getting the grips with the ship controls. I don't want to interrupt. Besides, I already messaged her after we infiltrated Leaves. Glad to hear it. It's been a while since the three of us got together, huh? It's a shame we can't go hang out at Reset like we used to. Agreed, I could go for a stack of pancakes right about now. We'll get our chance. We'll all go get together once the war is over. I've got a lot more of Crossbell to show you girls, too. And I'll return a favor with a tour of Ruhr. And after that, you two can come to Remiferia. We can go on a road trip all around the places I grew up. The girls from the tennis club are such great friends. I'm almost a little jealous. Is that the bath? There must be an optional event here. This looks like the men's bathing area. Previous Courageous only had showers. Guess this is one benefit of a larger ship. And we have the trial at the Luna Shrine, where the reflecting pool is. I probably better go and watch up now. But Science already gave me permission to use it, so I might as well head in, right? According to the guide, I have to visit it twice. Once to get a cutscene, and once more to get a costume. Well, they're separate facilities for men and women. They really went all out on the changing area. Alright then. Is that you, Rean? Hey, Elliot, Machias. I guess we all had the same idea. Yeah, we're just starting to get a handle on the ship's functions, so it seemed like a good time to go wash up. Mind if we join you? It does seem pretty spacious after all. Yeah, of course. Want to head in then? This is pretty amazing. Wow, this is like a full-scale bathhouse. It's almost too lavish. Could it even get any more luxurious than this? Was it Professor Schmidt that designed this ship? Him and Professor Russell from Liberal. It seems he was one of Professor Epstein's three main disciples. This may have been one of his suggestions, since he seems to be pretty well acquainted with His Highness. Dia's grandfather, right? I could see that happening for whatever reason. I see we weren't the first to come up with this idea. Oh, hey, Eustace. Geist and Crow too. So every single one of us wound up here. And it looks like we're all of one mind. It's not like there isn't enough room for all of us to squeeze in, and our first bath on the ship should be a bonding experience, right? Beyond the skies, how far we've come. Yes, it does feel like we've come very far. I know what you mean. I'm kind of surprised to see everyone here like this. We're crying out loud. Why the hell are y'all getting so mushy? I mean, we're on a brand new cutting-edge ship here. You gotta get more excited, man. And while we're all here, let's get talking. The filthier the better. It's time to air out your dirtiest jokes and fetishes. Why on earth would we? Absolutely ridiculous. There's no reason at all we should participate. Come on, Crow. We're not students anymore. Wait, Crow never graduated. Maybe we should consider him a repeat student. Hey, who gives a shit about that? It's time to take it off, take off, guys. Pretty damn sure guys will be the winner, but you never know. Some guys like Elliot are... Take what off? Whoa, what the hell are you saying, Crow? Bro, this clearly isn't a dignified conversation. Yeah, what if a girl was staying nearby and overheard you say something like that? But would respectful behavior be in character for any of us? I'm just gonna take in the scenery and enjoy the water. Okay, so if I enter again... This is just the voiceless one. Oh, Olivert's here too.
Whew, felt pretty good.
Rean's bathing clothes, everyone's bathing clothes. Okay. Wait, why? I can actually wash up in the women's shower room, but I guess it's because both sides are entering. But still, it seems awkward that Rean can initiate this event. You're selling stuff. Hey, instructor, what can I get you to drink? Oh, Frey, I thought you'd be in the cafeteria. And I checked out the facility, sure enough. But there's no need for 2 cooks, so left Sandy in charge there for now. Besides, I can do some cooking just as well over here. Kenneth from the Imperial Fishing Club left me all sorts of fishing supplies and the like. So if you want to trade in some fish, speak with me, just like back during the field exercises. Sounds good to me. Sam, are you hungry? I can make you something to snack on. Where do you think of whipping up? Let me think. Stewed bee larvae, cicada fritters, and grilled peppered skink. Now, don't go drooling all over your nice clothes, instructor. I don't think there's any risk of that. So you've still got that penchant for including bugs in your dishes, huh? By some strange turn of events, my stomach doesn't really turn at the thought of it anymore. Freddy is a decent cook too. It honestly might actually be tasty, bugs or not. I've turned to a top-notch angler, huh? Looks like the Imperial Fishing Club owes you a prize. Here you go, your prize for catching 24 different types of fish. EX Spool. Thanks, I appreciate it. Well, it looks like that's all the freebies you can get. If you need any more parts, you're always free to mosey on over to the shop.
You've got good taste. Come on, give it a try.
Magic Cuisine. Ancient Steak. Dino Phil. Well, that's pretty powerful, even if it only lasts for 1 turn. Definitely want Altina to spam that one. How do I get Dino Phils again?
Come on, give it a try.
Yo. Hello, instructor. Hey, guys. I heard these two know each other from way back. They both grew up in Jurai. It must be nice for Stark to finally see his old friend again. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. I'll go. No, by all means, come join us. Is it alright with you, Crow? Sure, too much nostalgic talk makes me uncomfortable anyway. Besides, I gotta ask old Rean here all about how you're doing at the academy. What do you say, Rean? My boy Stark giving you any trouble? I've heard he's kind of a big shot in the combat logistics team. Real impressive, given how much of a crybaby he used to be. Crybaby, huh? That happened when I was 8 years old. I've changed a lot since then. I mean, I should hope so. Honestly, though, I think you've even grown in the time since I last saw you. I hear after you left Crossbell, you ended up helping to complete the Courageous too. That's right. Becky got in contact with me and told me what was going on. Well, you always were pretty sharp. Good at keeping secrets, too. You made a good call bringing you in, especially since you had an idea of what Yuna and her pals were up to. Hell, you even managed to get a hold of a lot of stuff about Sea way back when. Damn, man, it's almost creepy how good you are at this stuff. Speaking of Sea, do you still have the mask you wore back then? If you don't mind, I'd like to take a look at it. I second that, it's been a while. Are you guys just making fun of me now? Come on. Stark's got some nerve making fun of me when he hasn't seen me in years. But I have to admit, I'm happy to see him no matter what. Bro never really changes, does he? No matter how many years pass. He's strong, kind, funny, not to mention cunning and a little crafty too. It almost actually makes me feel more at ease somehow. I had considered myself fairly aware of what was going on with Mil Mirage, but between President Rocksmith joining the meeting and Prince Olivert showing up, I clearly had no idea what it really entailed. I know what you mean. The prince managed to keep himself and the ship such a well-guarded secret even took me by surprise. I think our mutual friend over there will have some choice words about your bold declaration, however. Come on, Instructor Rean, don't be mad. I had the whole speech worked out, but now that I think about it, I feel like it might sound a little bit hypocritical. It would, given how you're far worse when it comes to trying to sacrifice yourself. It's just like Yusa says, with everything I've done, I'm in no position to criticize you, Muse. I'll leave that job to Elise and Elfin. Oh, believe me, they already made their feelings quite clear. Alright, I guess we're done here then. In any case, I'm just glad everyone is safe. We'll be counting on you two for your help with the Luna Shrine, but take some time to relax before then. I intend to, thanks. Thank you, Instructor. Alright. That's it for this room. The training room. I'm sure these two are gonna be designing the curriculum for it. Duvalie and Laura, huh? Straight to asking for a match then. No, that's not the case. We both arrived at the training area independently and unexpectedly ran into one another. And you all will be leaving for that trial soon. I would never be so boorish as to wear someone out before doing something like that. My bad, Duvalie. But I gotta say, it's pretty amazing we have such quality training facilities on a ship like this. I suppose you could say that, if you really wanted to. The previous Courageous also had substantial facilities, but there certainly wasn't an area quite as spacious as this available. I find it irritating to always be receiving favors. So as a training opportunity for you all, an arcadism belonging exclusively to the Stahlritter. May I present the Vanguard F2 Sleipnir. Is that state-of-the-art arcadism from Ouroboros, like the one used at Hamel the Naval Fortress? Or are you still able to make use of them even after separating yourself from Ouroboros? Yes, especially adapted for our own use. Sleipnir, come. Can you summon it in battle? It'd be nice to have that as like an ally of sorts. Maybe act as a meat shield. Now that I see it up close, it's fairly intense. Going up against an arcadism like this does seem like it would make for some phenomenal practice. So she really will be designing the curriculum, using Ouroboros' technology. I have another Sleipnir unit actually. I wouldn't mind letting you use that one for training as well. While you're all undergoing your trial, I'll set them up to respond to specific combat situations for practice. I usually just reserve it, leave it in the hangar's reserve area, so feel free to use it as you like even if I'm not around. Now talk about full service treatment. We truly are in your debt, Duvalie. Thank you. Huh? A card game? Oh, Schwarzer, I heard you play Vantage Masters. I've been indulging in it to enhance my tactical skills. If you like, I suppose I wouldn't mind allowing a challenge from you. I guess I'll take you up on that. I accept your challenge. Paladin.
Fight as you... Ugh! This can't be happening!
Paladin card obtained.
Fight as you would a real battle.
Got the first turn again. Okay, move. It's not going to use his ability yet, so I'll just send in a Blix over here. Samuel Pen, really? Seriously, everyone starts with so much mana. Heal you up a bit. Send in the Raku so I can draw a card faster. Rean. Man, I hate that card so much. I can't afford another attack from a Rean, can I? Seal you up. Okay, Blaze on Blix. We're almost there. As long as he doesn't summon another Rean, I should be fine. He did! At least it kamikazed itself, so I should be free to finish him off.
Ugh! This can't be happening!
Shop/multipurpose. Sure, there'll be new equipment for me now that we've got to a new act. This floor contains exits from the ship or to the deck. Seems they've got a cafeteria, a sickbay, a reference room, and some stores here too. Second floor comprises a shop and multi-purpose sector. Here you can find various stores as well as exits to both the front and rear decks. Various written materials, including black records. Oh, the main campus is here too. Well, here's something you don't see every day. I didn't realize you two had come aboard a Courageous 2 as well. As escorts for Major Michael, yes. We plan on returning to the service before long. That said, I never could have imagined we'd end up having to face His Highness so quickly. But at the same time, we've been prepared to do so. This is as good an opportunity as we could have expected. That does make sense. So what's the situation with the Derflinger then? Yeah, did Imperial Defense Force and our MP end up chasing it down? It would appear the Imperial Defense Force doesn't deem us worthy of wasting your time. We managed to keep the RMP in the dark as well thanks to Major Michael. I think we'll all have a certain degree of freedom in our movements from here on out. Let's be sure to keep in touch, alright? Do you make sure to take down my Arcus number? I already relayed it to the communications team, if not. Yeah, you bet I did. Man, I'd be blowing your Arcus up non-stop if it weren't for this stupid war. Oh, was there something specific you wanted to discuss? Now, my main man here just wanted to hear your sweet, silky voice is all. Is that so? In that case, I respectfully decline. And bam, she shot right out of the gate. I haven't even made an actual move yet. The more things change, the more they stay the same. For Sydney, at least. Hi, Maya. Haven't you had breakfast yet? Of course I have, but it's all on me, instructor. This kitchen is just so fun to use. I wrote Maya into being a taste tester for the new dish I'm working on. I was happy to help, really. Even right after a large meal, I can always make room for something different. Whoa, that's pretty impressive. Whether it's dessert or a full course meal, I can always make room for it. Don't worry, I can assist with taste testing any time of day.
Did you need something?
Only she'd sell monster ingredients too.
See you again.
The new trial dishes are coming along swimmingly thanks to Maya. And it looks like Freddy's also getting pretty creative. I gotta bring my best stuff to the table here. So this is where you've been. How's the milk on the Courageous too? Elsa, it doesn't matter where I drink it. Milk is milk. I just thought I should go into the trial on a full stomach. That's not a bad idea. But shouldn't you be in human form? I can be in whatever form I want, thank you very much. Besides, in my human form, this amount of milk would hardly fill me up now, would it? Alright, you've made your point. If you transform into a human form, do you stay as full as you were in your cat form? Oh hey, Instructor Rean. Hello. Hey you two, taking a little break? Hells yeah, I like this place almost as much as the Durflinger. We took a look around the yard decks, but it's still hard to get a good grasp of all the facilities on board. Every facility is state-of-the-art, but they don't have a pool. I think that might be asking for too much. They got great baths though, maybe you can make do with them for now. Weapon shot. Hey guys, welcome to the esteemed courageous branch of Duvalie. Don't leave empty-handed. I rubbed my eyes in disbelief when I saw your shop sign. How'd you end up setting up shop on board? The blondie reached out to me. I was downright floored when he hit me up about taking care of personnel armaments. I couldn't give two shits about whether he's a ghost or not. As long as his mirror is corporal, we're set. I got to see some cool stuff here, so I decided to stick around for a while. There's the shrewd businesswoman I see. We're fighting against something on a whole different level than before. It's going to be very risky. Having a weapon merchant right on our ship will definitely come in handy. I got you covered, pal.
I got some good stuff. Come on, wanna buy something?
Sterling dog tag. Oh, I can give this to him right now, actually. Anything else worth making? That we can make dino fills, but I don't want to waste all my ingredients either. Oh, you're here. Is that Rean? Hey there, Becky. Been a while, hasn't it?
It's been a wee while, but the time's finally come! Say hello to the Becky Association's Courageous Branch! Looking forward to your patronage, troops!
Glad to have you aboard, Becky. Seeing her over the counter like this really does scream courageous, though, doesn't it? It's like the Civil War all over again. All she's missing is Hugo rivaling it up beside her. Looks like he's off doing whatever he wants now as per. I have to prove to him that his way of doing things just isn't right. Business isn't just about the profits. You have to have empathy for the customers, too. Well, it's good to see that Becky brand enthusiasm's never low in stock, at least. By the way, I plan on heading down from the ship soon after this. You can bet I won't spare any effort helping you guys out. We'll swap info again next time we meet, so make sure you come and find me. Besides, you wouldn't want to miss out on these spicy new glamour shots I'm putting together, would ya? Or I think I could stand to miss a few of them, actually. Let's just say we'll do our best and leave it at that. What do you sell? Not hard to buy stuff from you with everyone crowding around. Soft donut cushion. Chosen one part free. Oh, we can directly buy these now, but I spent a bunch of money on equipment, so that's gonna make things tough. I already have plenty of evergreens, so maybe one of these. Actually, I have a shadow. We need more speed.
Hope to see ya again.
Alright, can't ever go wrong with dog tags. These are pretty awesome. They match your style, no? I hope you like them. Yeah, thanks, man. Not gonna let you leave empty-handed either. Here's something for you. Hard flask. A hip flask. Yeah, alright. Taking a swig out of one of these has a rugged charm to it. It's really fitting gift from you, Randy. Are you sure you want a part of it, though? Yeah, I got plenty more where that came from. Go wild. Gift giving's not a bad idea. Should probably pass something on to that partner of mine sometime. For Roselia, but she's not here right now. Sometime later, Rean was contacted via his Arcus too. I just chucked it out the window right above her house. The donut cushion has proven to be a fine gift indeed. Not only am I able to gaze upon one of the most delectable foods in the world anytime I wish, but I'm also embraced by the perfect fleshness when I hug or sit on it. I quite love it. And I'm glad to hear it. I had no idea she loved a novelty cushion this much. I must give you a gift of similar value in return. Please take this. Rose and Crown, sent through FedEx or something. Oh wow, is this some kind of magical accessory from Erin? Indeed, it amplifies mana. May it serve you well. Thanks so much, Roselia. When he woke up, Ondel was still in the backseat of the car. The strange man from before was driving. Oh, you're awake. Don't get any funny ideas, alright? I got friends stationed in your village. You try to escape and I give them a signal to torch the place, understand? Or are you going to do that with me? Ondel was trying his best not to sound scared. That's a real talent you got there. It's like you said, not just anyone can call down lightning without using a quartz ornament. The way I see it, there are all kinds of ways I can make money off of you. The man spoke casually, as if kidnapping a child off the streets and threatening an entire village was the most natural thing in the world. Ondel hadn't been tied up or gagged, but he still felt trapped. There were probably countless ways to escape from the situation, but he had no choice but to stay put. Could this guy be from that assassin organization from 3 and 9? What am I saying? What am I doing, he thought? I don't have to do what this guy says. I could probably knock him out with a bolt of lightning. What if I mess up and kill him? What if he gets his signal out and his friends burn down the village? Ondel remembered how the old man Heimdall had scolded him for his irresponsible behavior, and the way his friends back home had acted. Keith and Monty were right. I'm no hero. Showing off just got people mad at me, and now I'm in this mess. Being given a special power that was uniquely his had gone to his head, but he saw the truth now. He was still just a kid, and the situation he put in made him feel more helpless than ever. The kidnapper smirked. Say goodbye to Erebonia, kid. Odds are you ain't gonna see it again for a long time. There was no response. In fact, the back of the car was unusually quiet all of a sudden. Was the kid just sulking? He adjusted the rearview mirror. Hey, I don't know what you're up to, but he was gone. There was no sign of Ondel anywhere. The kidnapper tried to twist around to see better. The next moment, a shock went through his entire body. Ondel had crouched behind the driver's seat and unleashed one of his bolts. Why, you lol? The shock wasn't enough to knock the kidnapper out, but it did slow him down enough for Ondel to grab the steering wheel. The car veered off the edge of the road, swerving in every direction. You idiot, you're gonna kill us both. The kidnapper wrenched the wheel away just in time to avoid crashing into a tree and slamming the brakes. Hard. While he was doing that, Ondel used a lightning punch to shatter the passenger side window, giving him the perfect escape route. So long, sucker. Thanks for slowing down for me. A moment later, he jumped, entrusting his safety to Eidos. I know I'm just a kid. If anything really bad happens, there's no way I'll be able to make up for it. But I can't just sit around and let this happen. I figure I can still do something. For a moment, it seemed like Ondel was going to hit every branch on every tree before being dashed on the cliffs below. And then a blast of wind blew the branches aside and slowed his descent. He felt someone knocking at him. They both tumbled to the ground. They were shaken but very much alive. Ondel looked at the person who stepped in to rescue him. It was Monty, the boy who had been blessed with the power of wind. He was panting for breath but still managed to choke out a wry laugh. I never thought you'd actually get kidnapped. I thought that kind of stuff only happens in the books. Yeah, thanks man. It would have been a goner for sure if you hadn't been here. And I'm sorry I got so carried away with this whole world domination fantasy. I was being really dumb. No worries, I wasn't sure I could be brave enough to do something like this. When I saw you jump out the window, I didn't even have time to think about it. It just kind of happened. No sooner had Monty finished his speech, they heard a loud bang from behind them, where the orbital car had been. They quickly turned to look. When the adult jumped, the kidnapper didn't chase after him. He was having enough trouble just trying to right the car and save his own skin. Stupid brat, I'm gonna let the heirs know about this. You're in for it now. Driving out of the forest and back onto a solid road, he grabbed his communication device. The voice that answered him didn't sound like any of his allies. It sounded a lot younger. Sorry, but your buddies are all tied up. You're the only one left. It looks like you saved us the trouble of fighting you. It was true. By some strange coincidence, the car had come to rest on the outskirts of Ondel's village, and there was Keith holding another comm device and fixing the kidnapper with a fierce look. Damn it, I don't know what's going on here, but I'm sick and tired of you kids giving me the runaround. He floored the accelerator, ready to drive right through Keith if necessary. The boy stayed calm and set a stream of wire out of each hand, aiming at the car's front tires. They burst out with a mighty bang, and the car spun out of control toward another large tree. Keith summoned another stream of wire, turning the ground to mud and stopping the vehicle in its tracks. He sighed. You're right, told Ondel we should keep these powers secret, but I guess it's okay to use them a little if it means helping people. With the kidnapper and his gang under lock and key, Ondel was free to return home to his friends and family. His parents scolded him for running off in the first place, but they hugged him that much harder now that they knew he was alright. At the time he couldn't put how he was feeling into words, but he could tell something had changed. He'd taken his first real step toward growing up. This is just a story, of course, but you see the point I'm trying to make, right? Power on its own isn't good for anything. Whatever kind of strength or talent you might have, think hard about how you can use it to improve the lives of others. Understand? Yes, sir. It was another normal day at a normal little academy. Instructor Ondel was well liked by his students. He always told the best stories. No one really knew what he did outside of the working hours, though. And no one would ever connect him or his two friends to the mysterious team that worked so hard to protect the people of Erebonia from the shadows. This was a group no one knew for sure even existed. It was just a rumor, an urban legend. They had been chosen to wield power unlike anyone else, and in their own way, they had become heroes. Being able to cast without orbments. I guess, wouldn't they have any connection to the Hexen clan? Now, we actually finished a series, but there's still at least, I think, 2 more to go. We need to finish up that one series about the 3 and 9, and then the Panda one. Second. So what do you think of the Courageous 2, Rean? I gotta say, the original may have been incredible in its own right, but this is about as cutting edge can get. I heard they even put the armaments through a fair bit of upgrading. Yeah, though His Highness didn't seem too hot about it at first. Hard or not, we're in for some pretty intense combat in the coming days. That's just a fact. Once it gets to that point, basically turrets just won't cut it anymore. Yep, that's probably what clinched the decision to load up on the firepower. Sounds like they met some resistance from Professor Schmidt on the development side of things, though. You can only imagine. Professor Erica and Albert Russell were involved in this as well, right? Seems they had a tech expert from the Upside Foundation come in on the down low, too. Yep, the ship's got all the latest tech, safe for anything the Verne company might be keeping under wraps. In other words, you guys got yourselves a pretty killer setup here. Make sure you put it to good use, alright? Got it, I'll relay it to His Highness and the other students, too. Are you going to be able to install in the artist once you get down to the surface? Now, I was planning on letting Sherazard take care of that front. I'll be operating on my own for a bit. Got a few things I want to check out. I'm sure I'll be more than busy enough dealing with all the rivalries, but do me a favor and keep an eye on His Highness for me too, alright? Of course, we'll take care of him. That your intuition calling? Feels like it's almost always on the mark at times like this. Just make sure you say hi to Ein for me, okay? I haven't even been able to get in contact with her yet. She must be talking about the head of the Growler. I didn't know she and Total were acquainted. What's in the blue area? Reference room. Oh, we see. I don't know if I have any more stuff to give her, though. Oh, Tatiana, I was wondering when I might see you again. And Eiyuu, Margarita, you're looking well. Oh, I guess I did hear you two are old friends. Some sort of family connection, right? That's right. The Leitante family sent a splack together, as Tatiana's and mine have since times medieval. Though Tatiana's father is a viscount while mine is a mere baron, she never let that stand in the way of our friendship. While the Dresdens have always been tolerant of those from other social standings too. Of course. And that shared tolerance is a part of what's kept our family so close for all these years. That's a good kind of friendship to have. Oh, beauty calls to beauty, after all. It was always our destiny to come into each other's lives. Just like me and Vincent and how we fell in love at first sight. Oh, is that what happened? It's good to see you're just as powerful as ever, Margarita. Do I even have any new dishes? No? Oh well. Medical office. What can we buy here? Oh, Rean. Hey, how's it going? Linde, Vivi, I'm so glad you two are all right.
I was just about to say the same.
Wait. You didn't switch places, did you?
Rean, everyone, it puts my heart at ease to see you all in good health. At any rate, it sounds like you're becoming quite the lady killer, eh, Rean? So, any updates on your love life? Who's the lucky gal?
Vivi, please, I'm really sorry about this, Rean. It's okay, in a way it's actually kind of comforting. Some things never change. In any case, I'm sorry for all the trouble I put you two through. If I'd just been a little more skillful in my command, things might not have gone the way they did. It's okay, guys, you have nothing to apologize for at all. If you hadn't drawn the enemy away with your Merkaba, there's no way the operation could have succeeded. Besides, it's about time we got some front page limelight for once. It certainly was a dramatic appearance, to say the least. By the way, you're staying on the ship as part of the medical staff, right, Lindsay? Where's that leave you, Vivi? Well, since I'm already here, I was thinking if I could sign on as the Courageous 2's official photographer. I'm sure Rex can handle all the on-land coverage just fine on his own. What do you think? Great, that solves it. Happy to be aboard. Sure, good to have you. Looks like things are about to get a lot more hectic around here. Shop.
Looking for medicine?
Oh, she sells power potions. Oh, Rean. Well, we finally meet again. Rean, are you okay there, Dorothy?
Wow! I've heard rumors about that luscious silver hair and jet black outfit, but... This character development has my pen bursting with inspiration!
Man, that edgy new look is just not fair. You don't mind if I crank out a script for a new radio show based off you, right? Right?
It's business as usual with these two, as you can probably tell. No kidding, I'm not sure I've ever seen you guys ease up. That might have gotten a bit excessive, actually, even for me. Sorry, Rean, I got a little carried away myself. You don't need to apologize, I get it. This is kind of a lot to take in all at once. That aside, are you the ones managing the terminal for us, Monk? You know it. I'm a little busy with all my radio Trista work, sure. You guys have got way more on your plate out there here. Can't imagine a single one of us out there wouldn't jump to lend a hand. Speaking of which, Dorothy and I just finished setting up the terminal. As it so happens, the Imperial Museum approved my extended hiatus request. I'll probably spend most of my time in the reference room next door, so feel free to call for me whenever you like. You can go ahead and send all the data the branch campus kids have collected over to us. Battle and combat data goes to me, personnel files off to Vivi. Any books and other written materials over to me. Okay, got it. Thanks for all your help, guys. It's good to have you aboard with us. This terminal has carried out a connection test for Pom Party. And I helped a little. I see. You play Pom Party, right, Emma? Yeah, sometimes. Oh, that reminds me, I haven't exchanged account IDs yet. We should play against each other if we have the time. Sounds great to me. Okay, managed to get a fresh hold here. Then you reward. How much more unity do I need to get?
Alright!
Nope. I'm pretty sure I turned in the book and battle ones already.
Let me take a... Wow! This is very impressive!
You'll receive a reward shortly. Alright, need to challenge Emma.
Let's begin the match.
Did I make a mistake? Here. What? Right on the offensive. What? Again? Why? How about an attack? Oh no, no, she dies. Good. So, what's going on the deck? 4 NPCs. You've gotten a lot stronger since the last we met, Kairi. All that training you must be doing you good. I'm noticing a considerable difference in, let's see, your deltoids. You can tell? That's great. And you're right, last time I took some measurements, my shoulders were at least a reach wider than before. See, work hard and you're bound to see results sooner or later. Wow, Wayne's got a real eye for details. You muscle freaks. Okay, climb up this little sloped part. Patrick, where are you up to, buddy? Gonna stand behind him real menacingly. I'm so glad to see you're unharmed, Patrick. And I know Rean feels the same. Thank you, Elise. I'm happy to see you safe too. Instructor Makarov from the main campus got in touch beforehand to apprise us with the situation. It's a new burden to worry, but still. I see. So that's why the branch campus students are all aboard. Right you are. Clever as always. No doubt you're wrecked with anxiety over my whereabouts, chest tight with the pain of uncertainty, so I must apologize. Oh, Rean. Schwarzer. Hey, good job out there, you two. Are you all set to head out, Patrick? Naturally, I finished making the necessary preparations yesterday. Good to hear. Honestly, I'd rest easier if I knew you were going to be staying on board, but... Yes, I feel the same. Huh? What's your game here, Schwarzer? Leaving me alone with Elise. That isn't like you. What do you mean? It's not like I've ever specifically tried to keep you apart. What? I sure to imagine what you'd do if that was your aim then. Schwarzer, let me say this. I don't know how much of an ordeal this rivalry is going to end up being. But I will not under any circumstances permit you to disappear and leave poor Elise behind. I see. The reason Rean is easing up on him is because Rean knows he doesn't have much longer to live and figures if Patrick is around, he might be able to take care of Elise. Patrick. I'm sorry, I've been trudging around with an air of resignation without even realizing it. But you know, people might start getting weird ideas if you two spend too much time alone. Maybe I'll have you show me around the ship then, Patrick, if you're so inclined. Talk about doing a 180. Hey, it does my heart good to see your friendship thriving, you two. In any case, you're headed for Eastern Arabonia, right, Patrick? Planning on going down and having a word with some of the main campus graduates, I take it. Indeed, I've been in touch with Riedel, Loggins, and Lambert. It would seem that Clara, Paula, and Yaris are going to help us. Good to hear, they'll be a huge asset. Goodness, there really isn't anything that can stand up to the united power of the four-student body, is there? Please do take care of yourself, Patrick. Of course, I'll return safely to your side, Elise. Glare. I mean, I'll be back soon enough, in a completely platonic way, and then all three of us can catch up. Okay, sure, may luck be on your side, Patrick. Right, may Eidos be with us all. Especially Patrick. I'm sorry I can't go with you to the trial. I'm good with a sword and I'm confident that I wouldn't hold you back, but still. You don't have enough canonical power. Elise, I understand how you feel, but please leave this to us. Yes, I know that's what has to be done. Just please be careful out there. Right, we'll be sure to come out on top, I promise. Oliver's robots. The floor contains a hole in the workshop. We'll be spending a lot of time here. The first floor contains the workshop and ship hold sector and is the largest area on the ship. Orbit adjustments are carried out at the workshop and EX orbits are made in the hold. Orbital Factory. Working with Professor Schmidt has done wonders for your skills, Tita. I'm glad to hear that orbital gear free units are testing well so far. Thanks, I'm really excited about it too. Oh hey, you were an engineer on the original Courageous, right? I'm amazed you remember me. This is actually the third Arsail class airship I've worked on, and I've been there right since the beginning. This one is packed full of the most advanced technology RF, the Foundation, and ZCF have to offer. It might well be my masterpiece. I only hope it proves worthy of what you and His Highness are trying to accomplish. Believe me, this has already helped us more than you know. Between you, Tita, and everyone else, ZCF has done a heck of a lot for us. Well, it never hurts to have a good working relationship with the likes of the Prince. Now that handover is complete, most of the ZCF staff are going to be leaving the ship next time we land. But that means I'm entrusting my masterwork to you, Tita. Do me proud. Got it, I won't let you down. Thanks again for everything.
I'll help!
Oh, Rean. Hey, just making sure the ship equipment's all in order. Yeah, I'm getting ready to head to the Luna Shrine. Win, I know I've said this before, but great work on the Courageous 2 operations. And Ferris, sounds like you, Patrick, and the others helped quite a bit. Well, only a little. And it was just acting as a representative for our sponsors. Handling Schmidt's unreasonable demands is exhausting work. Right. And I'm just glad you two made it through okay. And I guess my mother and Sharon are safe too. Elisa. That stupid daughter of mine, and going so far as to involve Schmidt. Also, Francis completely, what the hell was with him? Forget, I'm sorry, Elisa. No, it's okay, Grandfather. I'm also prepared for the worst for some time now. It's almost like a different person, even though he looks just like Father. I'm prepared to face him. You know, you've really gotten a lot stronger, Elisa. Yes, it seems like you've really been making strides alongside Rean and the others from Class 7. Hold on a minute, Ferris. Would it be more accurate to say alongside Rean just ended there? Hey, oh my, yes, that does sound better. Hey Ferris, what is this all about? I don't really know the particulars, but I think someone might be in denial about something. I'm guessing it's Elisa. Grandfather, Ferris, can both of you please stop with the speculation? Alright. Anyway, so it looks like you'll be on the ship for the time being, Gwen, but Ferris, you said you'd be heading down. Yes, I'm going back to Ordis. I need to speak with my brother about something. We're nearing the final act, so I'd like to give my best to Governor Regnitz as well. Okay, I'd be happy to help out any way I can. You would do well to accomplish what you must first. Together with Rean and those from Class 7. I trust that's one thing you won't waver on, yes? Yeah, you're right. Thanks, Ferris. Let's both do our best. And let me show some pride. Let's show some pride as former members of Forest Lacrosse Club. You got it. Now that's true friendship. Right, I'm glad she's got such a good friend. What about you, Rean? How are things with you and Elisa right now? That's, Grandfather? So you can oh no, that was a vending machine. You don't actually sell anything. And Kenneth is here as well. Oh, Rean, Elliot, and Mitt and Kenneth.
Sup, Rean? Glad to see you're doing okay. But I knew there was nothing to worry about. You guys are pretty much invincible.
I'll have to agree with you there. By the way, Rean, are you still keeping up with your fishing? I've been hearing about guardians appearing all over the place.
Well, maybe I'll have you fill me in then. But I know that Mint helped with the branch campus. You helped with the Courageous too, right, Kenneth? Well, I did travel around all of Erebonia while investigating fish ecosystems. I guess I did help in that I shared with the information I was able to acquire with His Highness and everyone. I see, that sounds just like you. Force really does produce all types of people, doesn't it? For sure, the occasional musical prodigy even. Well, prodigy might be going a bit far. Seems like you really improved your technical skills while in Liberal, Mint. And you were involved in the construction of the Courageous too. Kaboom! And we're all dead. Well, I was allowed to join in on some already finished equipment, you could say. Professor Russell experienced his extreme tunnel vision when focusing on research. But he wasn't overly strict when it came to minor mistakes. Working for him was pretty easy in that sense, just like Professor Schmidt. I think you might be the only person who'd say that working under Professor Schmidt is easy. Mint's a pretty big deal too. Oh no, I don't have enough for this. I can only make 2. The speed one... Oh no, I need to make an action one. Maybe if I just steal from someone, it'll work out. Okay, I can get Oberon. Prevents ailment and stat down. And evades magic attacks. Ordine, how are you finding the Courageous too? I couldn't ask for more. Understand that always being in flight means I consume a significant amount of mana. The Meisters are excellent as well. I'm grateful to be able to rest in such a calm and relaxing place. That's great. So may I ask you to lend us a hand again in the future? Let's make it for the rivalries together. By all means. Belmar, Milliam, we finally reached a place where everyone can let their guard down for a bit. We made it through without incident. All that's left now is to see this rivalry through to the end. There's a trial before that too. Failure is not an option. Thanks for your help, you guys. Anything else to do here? Storage. Is that no, I don't know. Engine room. You already talked to Tita and that one dude. To all passengers, we will soon be concluding our orientation flight and chartering a course to Luna Shrine. We'll be landing on Lake Gala in 30 minutes. Okay, good timing. I'm done here. I'll just double check that I'm ready and then head to the bridge. Thanks for tuning into this Let's Play of The Legend of Heroes Trails of Cold Steel 4. If you enjoyed, please leave a like, subscribe, and or hit the bell icon.